Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, the Encyclopedia That Talks Back. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both complex and deeply personal for many, the growing sense of unease within the Chinese Filipino community. It's a conversation about identity, geopolitics, and the very real human impact of tensions between nations. For centuries, the Chinese community has been an integral part of the Philippines. From business and culture to food and family, the Tsinoys, as they're often called, have woven their heritage into the fabric of Filipino society. They are doctors, teachers, entrepreneurs, and artists. They are neighbors, friends, and family. Their roots run deep in the soil, often spanning generations. But recently, a shadow of uncertainty has begun to fall, as geopolitical tensions rise in the region. Particularly concerning the West Philippine Sea, a subtle but palpable shift is happening. Many Chinese Filipinos find themselves in a precarious position, caught in the middle of a narrative that often simplifies a very complex reality. Imagine this. You've lived your entire life in the Philippines. You speak Filipino, you celebrate national holidays, you cheer for the same sports teams. Your loyalty is to the country you call home. Yet, because of your heritage, you're suddenly viewed with suspicion. Online, you see comments lumping you in with a foreign government you have no connection to. In casual conversations, you might face loaded questions or insensitive jokes. This is the reality for many Tsinoys today. It's a heavy burden to carry, this feeling of having to constantly prove your allegiance. This isn't a new phenomenon, of course. History shows us that during times of international conflict, diaspora communities often become easy targets for misplaced anger and suspicion. But understanding history doesn't make the present experience any less painful or frightening. The fear is that rising nationalist sentiment, fueled by political rhetoric, could boil over from online spaces into the real world, affecting their safety, their businesses, and their sense of belonging. The narrative is often complicated by the presence of new immigrants from mainland China, whose circumstances and perspectives can be very different from the multi-generational Chinese Filipino community. This distinction is crucial, but often gets lost in the public discourse, leading to generalizations that unfairly paint the entire community with a single brush. The vast majority of Chinoys are Filipino citizens, first and foremost, whose primary concern is the well-being and sovereignty of the Philippines. Now, let's flip the perspective for a moment and consider the other side of this equation. The many Filipinos living and working in China. There are over 150,000 Filipinos in mainland China and Hong Kong. They are teachers, engineers, musicians, and domestic helpers. They are there to build better lives for their families back home, contributing significantly to the Philippine economy through their remittances. Their situation adds another layer of complexity and concern. Just as Chinese Filipinos worry about their place in the Philippines, these overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, and their families worry about potential backlash abroad. Could escalating tensions affect their jobs? Could it lead to discrimination or changes in visa policies? Their well-being is directly tied to the diplomatic relationship between the two countries. When we hear harsh rhetoric or calls for boycotts, we must remember these individuals. They are our kababayans, our fellow Filipinos, who could be made vulnerable by the fallout. The lives of these OFWs in China and the lives of Chinese Filipinos in the Philippines are like two sides of the same coin, both susceptible to the unpredictable winds of international politics. Their stories remind us that the consequences of diplomatic disputes are not abstract, they are deeply human. So what can we do? The first step is to foster understanding and open dialogue. It is about recognizing the diversity within the Chinese community in the Philippines and separating the actions of a foreign government from our fellow citizens. It's about challenging stereotypes and pushing back against prejudice wherever we see it, whether it's online or in our own communities. We must amplify the voices of Chinese Filipinos who are speaking out, sharing their stories, and reaffirming their identity as proud Filipinos. Their patriotism is not defined by their ancestry, but by their contributions to and love for this nation. It's also about supporting our OFWs by promoting diplomacy and de-escalation, ensuring their safety and security remain a top priority. Ultimately, this is a call for empathy. It is a call to see beyond headlines and political posturing, and to recognize the human faces at the heart of the issue. A stronger, more united Philippines is one that stands up for all of its citizens, regardless of their heritage. It's a nation that understands that our diversity is not a weakness, but one of our greatest strengths. By choosing understanding over suspicion and unity over division, we can navigate these challenging times together. Thank you so much for joining me for this important discussion. If this topic resonated with you, please share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation. And if you found this video valuable, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that aims to explore the different facets of our society. Stay safe and be kind to one another. See you in the next video.